EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
On the ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Green jack. Chop. 17. Red. Cycle.
Ritter now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Completes this one to Pickens. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 15-yard line.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
On the double.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Ritter will set up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Mitchell on 3rd and 2. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional.
Okay, ready?
That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Blue strike. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Ball, 10. Hey, check Lega.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter. They'll roll him under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw, Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, right side. Moon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Here's Mitchell on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Let's go now.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Broken tackle. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready, break. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Here we go. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Ready. Here's Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ritter to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Barkley, inside handoff. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run. Anderson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Down. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Steal. Check steal.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On the set.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Striker. 3-3.
Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. Second and 10. Now a give, right side. Moon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To throw is Mitchell. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Ready.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Smack, smack.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Here we go, set. Mega, mega.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, go Furious.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Mitchell. They got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Hands it off out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready,
Here's
set.
2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Drill, 52. Shot, 17.
They run it again with Anderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we
And
go.
for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check Fury. Fight, white. Steel, black.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Mitchell. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Browns 1st down.
Mitchell now on 1st down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Mitchell. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Mitchell flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
19, round 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
5, 90 seconds, pause, red. Blue, go.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Eagle blue. Ready.
Ritter now. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd and 6. Ritter going to change it up. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Green jack. Check smash.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They'll run on 1st down. Boom. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off play action. Mitchell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Mitchell on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Needles. Fight 60.
They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Set, ready.
2nd and 6.
Rail.
Again, Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Red, cycle. Set.
Ritter throwing on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Tenth carry now for Anderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Ready.
So they'll try again with Anderson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Ready.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Drill green.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next the score, Steelers 26, Browns 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line.
The 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Mitchell to throw on second down. That one is caught by Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Number 13. A gain of 22 yards. And the Browns first down.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Moon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up. But once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike. Check strike. Ready.
Getting the call is Anderson running left. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On the jump.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-0.